everybody. Something has happened in the popular media that I thought that I should talk about because it got me slightly concerned. So you see, what happened is Lil Nas made a song called Montero, and he decided to make a video that plays heavily on biblical themes. He starts as either Adam or Eve gets seduced by the snake, then it goes to a trial scene where he is stoned effectively for being gay, then he goes down a pole into hell, lap dances Satan, kills Satan, wears his horns, and takes his place. Now, if you want symbolism behind this video, it's kinda him accepting his sexuality and queer gender identity, if you have it that way. It is in no way an evil video. Now, I'm slightly conflicted about lap dancing Satan because you have to realize that all this iconography, it is still somebody's religion, and I'm not talking about Christians, I am talking about Satanists, and half of the Satanists will not even believe in Satan. It's just a label that they have taken to be the anti-religion religion, I guess, and then there's Satanists that will believe in Satan. However, you have to know that demons are very complex deities. Like, if your deity is Christian God or something like that, when you pray, you can be expected to be completely ignored, really. Nothing much will happen. When you take a demon as your deity, various things can happen. I have it from trustworthy accounts together with some books and texts that, for example, Seth. And then he's quite a naughty and sexual boy, okay? So I can't even say that Satan would object. However, what I can say is that Christians got very upset. For one thing, together with the video, Lil Nas did a shoe campaign to have a limited edition Satan shoes, which honestly, quite entertaining for me, except that they're like $1,000 each, and I'm never paying that for the shoes. And obviously, the advertisement had to be a tiny edgy, contains 60 cc's of ink and 1 drop of human blood. Now, if it did, there's absolutely no point in being squeamish because the drop of blood is like absolutely nothing. I have bad teeth. My gums bleed pretty badly. I have a couple of crowns that shouldn't be holding that are holding because I no longer have like tooth canal. I just have the crown on gums itself and it bleeds. I probably swallow more than 1 drop of human blood a day through that. I have used blood in my practice before. Don't tell this to anybody because people tend to look down upon it. Once again, extracting a single drop of blood from yourself, especially if you happen to have a needle or a pin in your house, which absolutely everyone does, very easy. It is very easy. It is not that unclean, especially if where they're using it would be like right there. But at the same time, the only reason why they would do such a thing, because just in case anyone like tried to make a blood necklace, I watched some people that did. I know a couple of people that are into phlebotomy. It's very hard to do because blood coagulates and it's not actually red at that point. It's a pretty icky, disgusting color. Like, it doesn't nice jewelry make even if you're into that kind of thing. So it's probably just edgy advertisement, honestly. I suppose that was the point. This is most likely edgy advertisement, but even if it wasn't, having a single drop of blood inside your shoe won't do anything. Absolutely nothing. Unless, I don't know, you manage to stab the inky bit and drink up the blood and the ink, in which case, yeah, you could probably catch a disease of sorts, but at the same time, you just drank ink, so I think you have bigger problems. Not something that's gonna be super harmful, just so you know. Just so you know. But then we have Governor Kristi Noem. Our kids are being told that this kind of product is not only okay, it's exclusive. But do you know what's more exclusive? Their God-given eternal soul. We are here in a fight for the soul of our nation. We need to fight hard and we need to fight smart. We have to win. So first of all, by wearing sneakers, you will definitely not summon Satan, just so you know, and you can't really sell your soul to sneakers. If you manage it, please record it and send it to me in the message, because I want to know what selling your soul to a sneaker does. I find the idea to be very, very funny. If you would like to get in contact with an entity or start practicing a religion of that sort, it's a bit more difficult than wearing iconography on your shoe. There's a reason why countless grimoires have been written during the ages of very specific methods of contacting an entity, and then you establish a relationship, and it's hard because it's not like you can hear it unless you go completely bonkers, in which case please check that you're not schizophrenic. You know? Instead, you end up having to interpret signs and dreams and meditation visions, because that's something that I get now, and I swear I enter REM sleep during meditation. And I tend to wake up with imagery that made absolutely no sense. And it tends to be the most fascinating thing ever. And now, if I do remember, I put it in a book because I'm like, I swear at some point this is gonna be useful writing material. Thank you, brain! Thanks! It's kind of like a more efficient way of dreaming, I guess. But the point is, it's not super easy to get in contact with what you want to get in contact with. You will likely have to be quite persistent. You will definitely not get that off a shoe. At all. Ever. Once again, if you manage to, please contact me. And or bring me your magical shoe. I would really like to take a look at it up close. But you see, the issue with such statements for me is that, dear Christians, what you're talking about is somebody else's religion? Effectively, what Christianity have done is take a lot of what used to be pagan deities of sorts and turn them into the evil bad guys inside your books and stories, and then told you to never contact the evil bad guys solely for the reason of they're the evil bad guys. So if you do start contacting any of those former pagan gods, what effectively ends up happening is that you have to undo all the damage Christianity has done to your brain, because they're not actually evil, and angels are not actually good. It's not like a clear-cut sort of thing and that sort of magic. So you have to undo a lot of expectations and a lot of thoughts and a lot of things that you think about these things. So when people go into worshipping something like that, and when they do it not as like an edgy practice, I can completely understand why, considering my own religion. And I can see that it is not actually evil or harmful or bad in any way, shape, or form. Christians don't see it that way. Christians will witch hunt. Now, the last time when Satanic Panic has happened, Christians will not just witch hunt you for being Satanist. Christians will witch hunt you for anything that Christians do not like. You on the LGBT spectrum? Yep. Lose your job and your kids after your neighbors claim that you're Satanist. You're a legitimate Satanist? Yeah, lose your job and your kids. You're a pagan of any sorts? Yeah, good luck trying to explain how Pan is different from Baphomet and from Satan to a zealous Christian that just sees it all as heresy. Just... It's something that happened in America in the 80s and 90s, and something that we haven't quite taken off. If you look at how many Satanists there are in UK, there's 1,800 individuals that identify as Satanists. And I say identify because it's actually hard to put these kind of things on a census. Especially considering the Daily Mail or Mirror will write articles stating that biggest population of Satanists is in this town, which is 17, which is a very spooky number. Don't be surprised if a goat goes missing. And don't do that. It's a legitimate religion, and it's a legitimate practice with a legitimate head figure. Just because people are praying to Satan instead of praying to God Almighty does not mean that they're dancing naked in the backyard and sacrificing dogs, sheep, or goats, or whatever else you want to imagine. I mean, if they want to, they can, I suppose. I'm not gonna tell farmers what to do with their livestock, but I guarantee you most people aren't. It's just weird portrayal that Hollywood and Christianity have put in your heads. Please be very aware of that. I don't identify my religion on the census. I am officially an atheist simply because, phone phrase questions, I am not even in the country that I was born in. I don't need the government to have this kind of information, then deem me to be some sort of evil person and throw me out just because they don't understand my religion. And these kind of statements, they bother me because there's always a chance that it's gonna cause another wave of that, another wave of let's hunt the others for they are obviously evil. Please don't do that. Please don't even do that if you identify the person specifically as a Satanist and not just a person that likes to dress black or is a pagan or is a Buddhist or practices witchcraft in some amount, though obviously Christians would find that wrong too. You know, you can't wear shiny rocks and believe in rock properties or do divination because that is obviously so evil. Like, oh no, what are you doing with wearing accessories after you have assigned specific qualities to accessories rather than just accessorizing for the sake of it, you know? Does it matter if I go, oh, you know, this is... What am I even wearing today? I have a list of these things, okay? Okay, nice one, Myrta. Yeah, this is aventurine. It boosts creativity. Does it matter if I actually believe that this rock boosts creativity or if I would be like flexing my diamonds at you right now? I am still just wearing a nice decorative rock. It's not evil just because I assign a couple of things to it, okay? It's full of weird, and I don't like witch hunts. And that is the video. So please stop it. Your kids are not supposed to be listening to rapper wearing $1,000 sneakers anyway. So if you're a good Christian, protect your children. Don't actually try to hunt thy neighbor. Please. And thank you for watching, folks. This has been all, and see you next time.